Cabinet has approved further measures to sustain Ghana's progress towards economic recovery. This includes tight spending while focusing on economic stability. This follows a three-day cabinet retreat which focused on Ghana's economy. There is more in the following report by Citi Newsroom's Daniel Sakite and read by Beverlyn Langdon.
Ghana's economy has faced devastating challenges, which led the government to seek a $3 billion bailout from the International Monetary Fund while citizens reeled under economic pressures. The government says the economy is gradually seeing some positive signs, with inflation, which was at an all-time high last year, now reduced to 38.1%. Providing an update on Ghana's post-crisis program for economic growth after a cabinet retreat, Information Minister Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah announced plans to further ensure economic recovery, including prioritizing completion of existing projects, as Cabinet was pleased with progress made so far.
We are looking to some more structural reforms in the medium term, and these include enhancing the public financial management system to ensure that, among other things, all of these arrears that keep being accumulated off book and which come to hurt us from time to time can be dealt with. So we're trying to encourage every single government entity to get on the GiveMIS platform. We are also trying to, as a result of that, bring some more spending controls. That means that we are going to be tightly spending within the revenue limits of the country. If we don't have revenue for it, we are not going necessarily to be, for whatever expediency reasons, whether it's boring or whatever, working to try to meet it. And we're also going to be working further towards bringing inflation down. The Bank of Ghana has mentioned that they're going to continue with a tight monetary policy to bring us down further from 38, downwards to about the mid-20s by the end of this year, and then about 15 by the end of next year. So that's one of the things that is also being signed off. The exchange rate regime is also something that the government, working with the central bank, seeks to maintain so that we don't have any significant further slippages even as we get towards the end of the year.
The Afasi-Ayerbe Member of Parliament insists that government will do all it can not to overspend in the 2024 election, despite election years having a history of government overspending.
Cabinet has resolved that, despite the fact that 2024 is an election year, focus should be on, one, ensuring that we're able to consolidate the stability, bring inflation further down, ensure that depreciation of the currency is held in abeyance. These are the focal points, as against the traditional view that has been that election year, spend more, introduce new projects with the hope that you're going to win the elections. Cabinet is of the view that the best legacy for the Ghanaian economy is ensuring that the stability is entrenched, inflation is brought further down, depreciation of the currency is further arrested. And so that is the focus that Cabinet has approved for the 2024 fiscal year.
Meanwhile, government says it will, in the coming days, provide updates on the work of the Interministerial Committee formed to address the havoc caused by the Akosombo Dam spillage. Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah assures that government remains committed to extending support to affected persons, while also dismissing reports of soldiers withdrawing from the affected communities.
These are our brothers and sisters in various parts of the region, and the topography is such that some 20 centers have been set up to accommodate people from nearby villages that have been affected by the flooding exercise. And the focus is to ensure that the people who have been relocated to these 20 centers are supported with the necessary food, sleeping materials, healthcare, etc., so that their situation does not become more precarious than it is now. And then subsequent to that, when the water levels recede, to assist them to go back to their communities. That is the current focus.